Okay, I left off last night. We had this file, fixed one bug in it, and found another one. Um, I meant to get that open. Well, the book we were reading from has a link to all the code files. Second edition, yeah. For chapter 3, it's got the whole zip, and I just put it back in after I extracted it. I threw a copy of the zip back in here, but you can get that from the book. Chapter 3 has 3 different files, and I've copied those to the desktop. Chapter 3.1, Chapter 3.2, and Chapter 3.3. So we can take what we did last night, compare it through to each of these, and I'll just move that out of the way for a little bit. Okay, so let's open up, start with the first one. Package and server. So let's just see what that does. Start with the package, I guess. It's the JSON package. Man, this is a slow system. Got too much running on it. There's not that much running on it. It's an old system. It's slow. It needs clean. Okay, all that's in this JSON file is the name of the application, the version, the dependencies. So this is just an this is basically a bare bones of Express. That's all that's going on at this point. There's probably more time opening the app than opening the file. Let's go from here. Should all be on the desktop. 3.1. Okay, just looked at the package JSON. Let's go ahead and look at the server. So what's going on in this JavaScript? Okay, this one has it had a couple warnings down here last night. Expected an identifier and instead saw constant. Load the express module. That's a comment. It's not going to care about that. But when it gets to line 2, we're getting a warning. Expected an identifier and instead, I think there's a plugin I need to look at adding for brackets. I think it's just not recognizing ES6 yet. It's linting ES6 under basic JavaScript because I haven't added it yet. Anyways, stopping. Okay, so only scanned the first 10%. It's basically stopped the first error it didn't like. But the point being, what's in there, it's loading the constant for Express. It's loading another constant for the app. And then it's telling the app to use this in the routing and the middleware for routing, and use the okay, this is, if nothing else, they're good. This is good to see their comments. Almost every other line is commented. Every line of JavaScript has a line of comment right before it telling you what it's doing. So it's translating all this computer code to simple English for you as it goes. So it's loading the Express module, it's creating a new Express application instance, it's mounting a new middleware function, it's using the Express application instance to listen to the 3000 port, log the server status to the console, use the module exports property to expose our Express application instance for external usage. Alright, so that's where it says we should be at the very beginning of chapter 3. So let's go back to the beginning of chapter 3 and see how it tells us to run that. I've got the book bookmarked, same one that's across the bottom of the screen there. Packet, publishing, web development, category, Mean Web Development second edition is the name of the book we're going through. Implementing the MVC pattern. This is chapter 3. How are we on time? We're 6.5 minutes in. Okay. The Express framework is pattern agnostic. Let's compare what we've got in the book to what it's given us for code to play with. Just need to make this window smaller so I can see both of them at once. Alright, I've seen this done. I guess it's time I actually look up how to do it. I'm on Windows 10. Aren't we supposed to be able to do that split thing, split panes? Hey Siri. I thought you just drug it to the top and it clicked in there, but it's wanting to take up the whole screen. Alright, it's found something. What we got? You're slipping, Edge. I gotta use Chrome to find out what your features are. I know, I could do this offline. The whole point's just to record everything I do. This is my work day. To the corner of the screen where you want it. I'm not going right in the corner. But I want all the... Okay, that feels better. It's kind of what I've been trying to get to. Can I just zoom in on that screen? Or that... Yeah, that'll work. Let's get the code bigger so we can see what we're playing with. I think that's not accurate yet. I just need to add a plugin there. Almost Googled that live, but I can work around it for a minute. That's not what we're wanting to focus on yet. And then our other side of the screen. So I just want it over there. Not full screen. Go to the corner you want it in, right? This is the corner. Alright, let's read the rest of the instructions. Why is it not filling up that side? Push the Windows corner against the screen corner until you see an outline. Am I letting this thing get in my way? I really like it in the center because I got another screen to the left. Maybe that was it. Maybe I'll look up how to not let this thing get in your way later. See if putting it over there changes that again. Okay, I can live with that. Let's get our other window back. Where's my one over here? I don't need that anymore. Oh, off your corner, dude. Alright. Might be the best we can do for now. Can I make that? Nope. I was wanting to zoom in more, but just on that part. This'll do. Okay. Sorry about that. Not really. That's what we're here for. This is how we do it live. Alright, CPU at half, 13 minutes. The code must go on. Alright. The easiest way to do this, if this is what we're talking about in code, we'll copy that and then do a little find, paste. Oh, you mean here? Is this what you're talking about? Is this what you're trying to explain to me? It's mentioned twice. Let's go to the next one just to see. So you got to require it. Let's see. Oh, here we are. It mentions it here. So it's pretty far down the page. So right here. Alright. Now it'll take you back to full screen. Now we feel like we're flowing. Yeah, there's happy little mistakes. They're trees now. Okay, okay. We're gonna, to run that, we'd do npm install and a node server. Okay, that looks like the first time I mentioned it there. So I bookmark in blue. I think I did. Alright. Adding the routing file. The next file you're going to create is your first routing file in the app routers folder. So why can't I zoom? Why can't I change that without going to the bottom. Let's try this part again. Keep our bookmarks up. Okay, it's right here. On that green bar, constant express equals require express. Let's read just a little bit above that. This means that the preceding code example can also be written as follows. Result, request, result, get request, get result, result send, app listen console log. Alright. Another cool feature of Express is its ability to chain several middleware in a single routing definition. This means that middleware functions will be called in an order, passing them to the next middleware so that you can determine how to proceed with middleware execution. This is usually used to validate requests before executing the response logic. To understand this better, take a look at the following code. Here's the first time it's referenced, which still isn't the code we're at. Function has name, request, response, next in the chain. Function say hello, request, response, next in the chain. So if you chain this one to this one, then I guess it automatically gets to feed this to this. In the preceding code, there are two middleware functions named hasName and sayHello. The hasName middleware is looking for the name parameter. If it finds a defined name parameter, okay, good on that. Let's keep going forward here. Okay, really we're starting with this adding the routing file. That's what we want to run. The next file you're going to create is your first routing file in the app routes folder. So this save as copying that out. Because we're going to, instead of copying it to this folder, we're going to use the folder it's in, I think. But let's read that a little closer. App routes. They're not using a folder. I mean, it's right in it's in the root. Let's see. Kind of just want to run it from where it's at, I think. So we can get that right here. Its location. Copy that out. And going into a command prompt, we'll just do a change directory. Okay. I think It's node something. Is it just node server? There's a couple commands we want to throw in here. So what it runs. After we get all this in, it's these two. npm install node server. Let's try that. Okay. No. Okay. npm install. I never stay centered in the camera. There we go. How are we on time? 21 minutes. All right. Should be just enough to see how this turns out. Be a nice little pace for the episode, and we'll get up and stretch our legs. I'm doing these in 25 minutes. It's called Pomodoro. That's how long it takes to do a tomato in Italian, apparently. So, should make this guy our logo. It's a little egg timer, kitchen timer, 25 minutes. He'll ding and let us know it's time to get up, stretch your legs. Kind of like a psychologist, you can do a bill of $50 an hour. Junior developer, $25 an hour, 50-minute hours. Still $1,200 a week. 40 hours should give you a pretty good little running CRUD app. Okay, hey, we got something here. Added 44 packages in 25 seconds. Cool. And our next command was node server. Oh, and I'm looking at a way to automate this billing. So like each video would go to a client, and then the client can see the work that I'm doing for them. Windows firewalls block some features of the Node JavaScript server-side JavaScript on all public and private networks. There we go. I don't want to open this up to the public yet. That's why you're on a development machine. This is just like a spare tower at my other desk, but I am using the home network. So let's go ahead and allow that. Bum 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 dum 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 dum. Server running. Oh, okay, hey. Just enough time. We got a server running. Let's go look at that. Hey, we got a server running. It's at localhost 3000. What does that mean? I know what that means. It means we're going to see a web page. It's not on the World Wide Web. It's just on my tower web. It's in the local Chrome here. That's not 25 minutes. That's 23, 24. Can we try just being lazy? Can we do like a local host? We did some PHP on 8080 last year. Nope, it's not getting there. It's fine, we can do it here. There's a lot better. Local host. There's a 3000. Localhost3000.org. Okay, let's get in there. Rails, no, we're not running Rails. We're not on the World Wide Web. Just type it in the old-fashioned way. Jeez. Making me type and put my fingers on keyboards and stuff. It's right here. double bars at the end. Shift end. Don't end the shift. If we really need the back bar, I bet it'd go there anyways. Don't waste time on it. It's time to end the recording. Come on. You should be there. Oh. There we go. Hello world. Hello world. How are you? Hello world. All right. 26.5. All right. See you guys in a minute.